All right, everybody, good evening. Welcome to the Average Takes. And this is my average takes on what's going on around the internet today. Today is September 29th, 2022. So let's talk about these in order of things that stood out to me the most. First thing we want to talk about is Overwatch 2. Wants your phone number and wants to record everything you say in the game. There's two issues with that. Number one, we are not as strict as South Korea. You don't need my phone number, you don't need my social security number. I shouldn't have to give that kind of information to play a game. I mean, you can already do IP checks and stuff, and if somebody wants to play behind a VPN and have terrible lag in their game, let them. Um, Number two, exactly how much are they recording? Are they just recording when you press the push to talk button? Or are they recording every little thing that comes through your microphone? Sounds sketchy. And sometimes people get mad. Sometimes people say things they don't mean to say. The only thing that would be useful in getting rid of is the people that like come into those kind of platforms and just spam music the whole time or meme sounds. Um, but I mean, honestly, what on earth are you going to be hearing in these games that is going to trigger you that much? Some 7-year-old telling you to get good? I mean, really? Outrageous. I hope they backtrack on this, especially when you consider that we're talking about Blizzard. Blizzard is the same company that hired somebody for like the longest time, and I mean the longest time, who used to be in Fires of Heaven, which was an EverQuest guild. And if you've ever been in the Fires of Heaven's forums, you would know that they said some stuff that nobody would say in public. I mean, they talked so much trash. They used so many expletives. They used slurs and stuff. Like that was a toxic cesspool, and you knew it if you went in there. So it's kind of outrageous for a company that would hire somebody like that to be basically their creative hive mind for the last almost 2 decades. He just recently left, but to hire that kind of person and say, "Oh yeah, we want to get rid of toxic behavior in chat." Right. I mean, you guys would beg this person to come back in an instant because of how much money he made you. So don't try to act like you're taking the high ground now. That's what these companies do. Every time they get busted for something, they just want to take the high ground. Though I will say, I would love for Blizzard to get busted even more because the stories I've heard come out of that case of the discrimination thing in California, man, hilarious. Can you really imagine people in an office crawling on the ground, drunk, through cubicles? Like, I want to see some hidden footage. Somebody had to have recorded this at some point. Um, but yeah, this is just trying to make up for your past mistakes, and don't make up for your past mistakes. Just say you screwed up and move on, and try focusing on making a good game. Because I don't know anybody who plays the original Overwatch anymore, practically. But we'll see. Again, hopefully they'll backtrack. Second thing we got coming up, an airline is having a unisex dress code. Guys can wear skirts. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care if a male stewardess on a plane wants to be like, "Yo, I'm wearing a skirt." Like, that's your life, dude. You do you. Doesn't affect me. But man, the reactions people are taking on this are crazy. Let me tell you, crazy. Um, and honestly, I'm very much, you know, as long as whatever you do doesn't affect me, do what you want to do, man. You want to wear skirts because the plane gets a little hot or something and you need that extra airflow, that's fine. Now, if you do it as a publicity stunt, which is what this airline is doing, that's a different story. Like, it shouldn't even be a question in the first place. As long as you're fully clothed, what does it matter what you're wearing to work as long as it looks, nice? If they want to give uniforms that have the option of skirts for men, like I said, you do you, man. All right, number 3. Um, let's be honest. Let's be honest, Anna. Star Wars girl. If you're gonna change your name just because William Shatner said hi to you on Twitter, were you really a Star Wars fan? I mean, break it down for us. Were you really a Star Wars fan? Because you kind of got to pick one or the other in that side. Like, at least I know when I went to school and I was hanging out with nerds back in the day, like, you were either full Star Wars or you were full Star Trek. There's no in between. You may watch both of them, but you didn't publicly admit to liking both. So, better change that name, girl. I'm telling you. Number 4, Biden walking away from the podium in the wrong direction, it looks like, based on the way the handlers were going, and then just, zooming right past the reporters and looking all lost and discombobulated and shaking random people's hands just because they stuck it out. Like, dude, why are you holding your hands to the side? Like, it's not a good look. Like, it's awkward. He's got his hands to the side at like a 90-degree bend at the elbows. He'd be walking around like he trying to do the robot everywhere. Be like, bro, just put your hands down. Stop. You just have one job. One job. Don't embarrass us till we can put somebody else in. Like, just put your hands down, Biden. Just put them down. In number 5, everybody been talking about She-Hulk today. Gotta be honest, I still haven't watched it. Disney, if you want me to jump on board, stop giving me the B-list characters. I do not care about She-Hulk. I do not. You want to hit at me? Hit at me? Give me something good. Give me like an Iron Man series, an X-Men series. Give me a live action redo of the 90s X-Men cartoon and we'll be good. I don't care who the actors are as long as they just do the same thing that they did in that 90s cartoon. Be fire. Give me somebody recognizable. Shoot, I'll give it to me. Give me the Human Torch. Just running around, being his slick, arrogant self all day long, trying to live a normal life, and then just busting out of people's windows in the middle of meetings and stuff, being like, "Oh, gotta go save the world." I'd watch it. Don't tell me you wouldn't. So, those are the things that I'm noticing on the internet today. These are my average takes on them. If you like them, please give me a like and subscribe. Also, if you go on my Twitter, you can find my locals. I'll be posting some in-depth commentary kind of stuff on there that you won't be able to get anywhere else. It's just $2 a month. So, hit me up. Tell me what you want me to talk about. And if you have any good topics, I'll pull them up and I'll talk on them the next time. Until then, I'm just going to keep giving you average takes on the things that I see on the internet. Y'all have a good night.